What is up, YouTube? This is your girl, Killer Rose. Okay, so we're gonna do this again, alright? So, this guy, his name is Wesley Winter, and he had been attacked on May 1st of this year. It was on a Friday. He was recording, he was live streaming really, and he got attacked like viciously. It was insane. His face was it's definitely not really good. I mean, he could barely move his eye. You know, I guess he still had his eyesight, but it was very, very bad. Okay, so Wesley Winter, you could definitely search it up. He's on YouTube. He posted this video on May 6th, so it was definitely crazy. I had to rewatch it and actually do a deep dive on it because it was insane. So I just wrote it down. So we're gonna just read this real quick. Wesley Winter got attacked in Paris at a protest. They fractured a water bone in his nose, unable to open his eye, and he had memory loss due to a concussion that he got. And he was robbed by taking his camera and microphone away, and he was at Paris at a May Day protest last year and this year. Of course, Antifa was there. I call them the Nazi regime comes out to actually play. And yes, these guys are no good. Antifa is something I really despise. I really hate. And I can go on about them. They're the most violent group that's out there. And yes, there's more out there like them. And I believe that there is. I mean, I think that they might change. I would say that there would be a group like that. They'll probably have to call it something else rather than Antifa, because it is a terrorist organization. So that's my opinion, but we're gonna read more on this. But police and protesters are locked in face to face. It was a push and pull method. So basically the police would push forward and the protesters would, walk backwards. And it was like, the protesters were antagonizing the police. Basically, they were just upset. And Wesley Winter, he's a normal no, he's a normal journalist. So he basically just document the things that's going on between the protesters and the police. He's just there recording and live streaming what is going on and what is taking place. He just does it. He's not lenient to the right. He's not lenient to the left. He's an independent journalist, which is, he basically wants to record simply for what is happening in this world. And who doesn't want to basically go to that route and say, I just want to document the history that happened here, that is happening currently, because once that day passed, it is now currently that said history. It's so weird, but trust me, you will understand as soon as you go, grow and, become older. So I said that he's just a normal person. He's not lenient towards the left or right. He's just there to document. And yep. And Wesley had delusions, or no, delirious. He was delirious when he was at the hospital, and because of how he got attacked, it was insane. And so, okay, and I guess UK Sploosh had a live stream as well as Wesley Winter. So they both, and multiple other people both got got like live streams, and they're just live streaming the event. So I guess one person confronted another person and say that, is that Wesley? And they're just trying to see what was going on, and Wesley got attacked. And by the way his face was, it was so interesting because I didn't know what it was that they attacked him with. And yes, he needs surgery to actually, I guess part of his cheekbone was pointed up. It's like saying my cheekbone. Okay, you don't see it, but you see his, and his is like, it's up and it's full, but the other side of his face is flat and almost like almost droopy. So it's more like it's flat on this side, but because of the cheekbone on the other side, it's like it's up. And the doctors now need to figure out how to make it symmetrical on, basically making his face fuller. And yes, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane how they attacked him too, because I didn't know what knuckle dusters mean at first. So I'm like, okay, what are knuckle dusters? What are they for? And when I researched this, guys, I was like, okay, sorry, I'm flipping this page real quick. This is my journal, but they're called brass knuckles. And I was like, oh shoot, brass knuckles. I mean, those things are very freaking dangerous. Those things can literally hurt someone. And it's insane how much force that you can put into those brass knuckles. And it really depends on what kind of state you are. Some of the states make it highly illegal for you to own or purchase. They don't even allow you to own such a weapon. It's dangerous, and yes, you can hurt someone with it. You can kill someone with it. It is most like your last resort. It is like carrying a gun, even though it's like with your fist, but it's with the holes. It's brass knuckles. Literally, you could put them through your fingers, and it's a handheld weapon. It's strictly illegal in terrorists to basically have it out in the public. So if you're in a protest, you're out with the brass knuckles, and if you're caught with the police, they will fine you. I think it's $16,000. Sorry guys, I almost dropped my phone, but I think it's about $16,000 in US dollars, and you can receive at least 1 year in jail, which is crazy. It's absolutely insane. I couldn't believe it myself, because I just learned about it. I just learned about, yeah, I know about brass knuckles. I mean, it's a, like I thought those things were cool, but to actually use it against another person, it's insane. Especially when you're attacking someone. It's not you defending yourself because some guy, that's twice your size is trying to, intimidate you and try to provoke you and insult you, right? But it's literally a person attacking another person. They saw nothing. It's crazy. And so this guy, he got knocked, knocked out, but he could have died. He seriously could have died. Knowing that if they went through the actual back of his head, just a tad, I think he could die or even become paralyzed. I'm not really sure. You probably have to do, have a more impact on it, but I don't know. You gotta do your research on that. I'm pretty sure you can get paralyzed from a brass knuckles, and it's insane. This guy, he dealt with a lot of damage. I think this other guy, he died, and I think it was in February the 14th in 2026. Quentin a Geronquet. I'm not sure, but he was 23 years old. He was, and he was a bodyguard for like I think a protest, and he died from a brain injury. And I guess he sustained 2 days earlier when he died, so it was February the 12th, in Lyon, France. 20 people surrounded him, and he got beaten by six people. And so, guys, these are very dangerous people. We can tell it over and over again that these people are just absolutely just barbaric animals who cannot have a conversation. These people, they don't care if you're a young person, old person. They will fight you and they will kill you. It's terrible, but it's true. And yes, you're absolutely right. These people in high power, they won't do anything about it. They don't. They push their agendas, and they really don't care. It's sad to say. If they did care, they would do something about it. But they're not. They're not doing anything at all. And it sucks for, people who are doing journalism for the sake of actually doing journalism. I feel like they're being more attacked, not physically, but literally they're trying to pass laws for people not to bring the truth, or at least record the events that's happening. So I don't know. For me, it's, you gotta be careful, especially going at a protest alone. You shouldn't. You should at least bring 1 or 2 people. I say 2 or more people that can intervene and that can help you. But on a side note, going by yourself, you really have to know exactly what your laws are. I mean, in the United States, I'm not sure about the UK or anywhere else, but in the States, you should definitely know your laws. All right, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.